Hello. I'm super excited to meet with you today and excited for the opportunity to co-own our marketing agency, specifically social media management agency. So, really quick, I wanted to just start by going through a little bit about myself, what I'm up to right now. So looking, yeah, at what I've done in the past, what I'm up to right now, and then also what I want to do in the future, which aligns very closely to what you're looking to do with a co-owner of this social media management agency. So about me, this is my family. I have one nephew and one niece, and they make our family a whole lot better. I just got engaged this year, and I'm getting married next month. I'm currently working at Gab as the social media specialist, and am managing every social channel that we have, 9 different social channels from LinkedIn to Reddit to Instagram. I'm very involved in the community. Here's an image. I helped build a home with just a local nonprofit. I played water polo all growing up, and I played water polo at Arizona State University. So I'm super competitive and very passionate. And currently I'm finishing up my degree in marketing at Utah Valley University. So a little bit about what I have done um, at Gab. Um, I have been able to gain over 50,000 new Instagram followers at Gab in the last 6 months. And so this came primarily due to just the strategy and the content planning that we did for each month. And so I led out filming, all the way from planning, filming, writing the caption to posting. And we have found great success in a few different content types, including like walk around videos where we ask different employees different types of questions, and mom B-roll where we're sharing statistics and things that are relatable to moms who are our target audience. I've also had 17 million impressions in just 30 days on Instagram alone. Again, I'm covering 9 different social channels. And so just on Instagram, 17 million impressions. So I'm very passionate about brand reach and exposure to our brand, and have really loved at this specific role at Gab, learning how to develop a brand and become a recognizable brand so that others who are looking for what we're selling know our brand, and we become the go-to brand because we have such great brand awareness through our organic social media reach. And lastly, I have again focused on growing and managing all 9 of our social media platforms. And so I started off as an expert in TikTok and have slowly worked my way up to becoming an expert in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, Threads, and Pinterest. And so across all of our social media platforms, um, I'm confident in helping other businesses grow each of their desired social media platforms based on where their customers are, and starting their customer journey through a organic social media post. So some of the skills that I have, they're demonstrated in the accomplishments that I've had at Gab in growing their social media following. But I think we're looking for a little bit more, right? As a co-owner of an agency, I believe that I am qualified because of my leadership and collaboration skills. I definitely lead through collaboration, and I enjoy learning and working with others, learning from and working with others. And so, as a collaborative leader, I feel I'd be a great addition to your team at the agency. I'm very skilled in organic reach. I love being able to say that you can reach just as many, if not more people organically, in organic media than you can in paid media. And companies spend millions of dollars in paid media every month. And organically, I'm passionate about doing the same. Whether your goal is the same or different on your paid or organic social channels, I think that our agency could, um, that could be a great sell for us, is that an agency fee is a whole lot less than a whole paid media channel. And I'm very passionate about organic reach and successful in finding content and creating content that can reach millions of people each month. And last but not least, brand voice. I am a firm believer in developing a brand voice and sticking to it. When I scroll through through Instagram and I see a brand, there's some brands where each post seems different. It seems like maybe a different person is writing the caption each time, and other brands where I feel like I'm talking to or reading the same person's post. Now, it's very important for a brand to have a brand voice because they become reputable and immediately have just the customer's trust because they're consistent in what they're saying, in the way that they write, and it feels more personal rather than salesy if you're just auto-generating captions or ads. Um, Here's a few different accomplishments, or just in addition to those skills that I shared. I drive engagement through quality content, establishing a recognizable brand voice. Now, I want to show one example of what quality content might look like. So just on this post alone, there's a lot of different things that make it quality content. Our brand voice here is demonstrated in the caption where we ask a question, we share hashtags. Our caption formats are very similar with each post, and this matches this specific post. The question that we ask on screen is a question that we've asked before and have had really great response to it. And so it definitely matches our brand voice, it's quality content, it's targeted towards moms and what moms are looking for, specifically moms that are interested in safer technology. Um, awesome. And then I improve and test different refer a friend contests and develop a visual brand. So with organic social media, there's a lot more than just posts, but there's a lot of different things that you can contribute to a company, such as a refer a friend contest, where organic socials is a great place to advertise for different um, customer just opportunities to either get their subscription paid for or help a friend get $10 off if they also purchase, different things like that. And then I want to also demonstrate a visual brand that has been demonstrated. So you can see here, all of our colors are the same, white on top of the blue. It's very uniform. And then as you go throughout posts, you'll start to see that there's different templates almost, not the same post by any means, but almost templates that are filled based on what has worked successfully in the past. And so you'll see moms with on-screen text, B-roll with different statistics, and similar posts of products. So you can begin to see how the brand is developed through those posts. Again, I love to increase brand awareness through organic social media because it is a budget-free way to raise brand awareness and improve organic reach across all social media platforms. And I know that each company's target audience is somewhere online, and so it's just about finding the right platform to find them, which I think would be a great addition to the agency. Awesome. Some challenges that I would love to talk through. I am newer in the space, and so I'm 24 years old. I'm still finishing my marketing degree. I finish at the end of this year, so I have about 6 months left. And so time is definitely not something that I have. I've been doing social media management for myself, with my Swim with Sav swim company and with Savvy Social Media, in managing a few different small businesses accounts. But I don't think that time is or um, has ever inhibited me in the past. And I have taken advantage of all of my experience and time in the social media marketing world, um, and and know that this will be the same. And so I'll bring the experience that I have, and more because I'm willing to work hard and find solutions. Some of the solutions are I've been getting social media management certificates on top of just my social media management courses and also my social media role at Gab, and other things like that. Another thing is I'm not a professional photographer, and so social media management is very different than like photography or videography. But I found ways around that and ways to make things work. And I think that at our agency, we can, do the same and find people that are skilled and responsible. And again, I feel that my leadership skills and collaboration will allow us to be able to work with other professionals that can bring the skills to the table that maybe I or you are still looking for. So I've met with, and I think this also demonstrates the that time doesn't matter, that maybe I haven't been doing this for 40 years, but I have been out learning and learning from people who have been doing it for 40 years. So I'd love to share a few of the learnings that I've had as I've met with other professionals. Um, People just talk about advocating for your brand. And I've seen this firsthand. In companies, it's very common for people to butt heads over how to say something or brand copy and just brand guidelines in general. Oftentimes, brand gets put on the back burner. And so, as an agency, I think it's very important to advocate for people's brands and encourage their marketing teams to stick to their brand voice and to encourage the rest of the company to do the same. And so, I believe as an advocate for brands, that I'd make a great addition to the agency. I love to test new things. And so, I'm all about learning best practices. And I don't think that what the best practice is for one person is going to be for another, and look forward to the opportunity to test best practices for each brand that we work with. Um, I found and have heard from all of the professionals that social media trends are not meant to be followed by everybody and to capitalize on what's working for your brand. And so oftentimes I see small businesses just following every trend that they see online, and oftentimes this demotes your brand reputability because um, they just see that you're following the trends and maybe it doesn't make sense or it doesn't build your rapport. And so it's important to follow trends and capitalize on the opportunity to go viral on social media, but also to build your own brand and make sure that you're following those guidelines with each post and content that you're sharing. My vision for the future is to ultimately own a social media agency. And so I've started as a social media specialist, social media manager, a freelancer, and continue to do social media freelance through Savvy Social Media. But ultimately, my end goal is to own a social media agency. And I feel I am a great candidate for this role with you. My strategy in my career go growth has been to start with learning and connections. And so at Gab, I have learned about all of the social media channels, and have gained and continue to gain key learnings and best practices to take with me to help others in their businesses and any future career opportunity that I have. I brought on my own clients, which has also led to a ton of learning with Savvy Social Media, where I've taught small businesses be, um, how to, run their social media as they're starting, with small tips and tricks. And I've gone solo and would like to go solo eventually after I have um, clients that can sustain me in my um, just as my full-time job. And then eventually hire students who are looking to gain experience in marketing and social media marketing. And I love being a collaborator and helping others who have learned, and I've been there, and I'm would love that opportunity as well. And then I just had a few questions to end. What is your end goal for starting a social media agency? What are you looking for in someone to start a business with you? And what would your ideal business partner be doing right now?